Yeah. So you are welcome, sir.
We got you. Slide, please. Hello, we got you. Okay, good. So, good morning, everybody. You're welcome to the class of creativity and design here at Monument University. And I believe we're with the 100 levels here today. My name is Oluwole Aboyade, and I will be presenting to you. Today's topic is value creation. Value creation with your design. Value creation. And the reason why we're going to talk about value creation is because we need to create values, because we're in a spiritual environment, like I always say. More so, values are in the Bible, and we're going to look at the history of all of that and how to use them. But prior to this class, how many of you were in the class where they were talking about global citizen? How many of you were in that class when we were talking about global citizen? Okay. There was a class before this over here, and they were talking about sustainable development goals, SDG. You were there, right? Okay, good. Now, I will quickly touch on that because it's a global event. Now, for you to have sustainability, you need adaptability. For you to have sustainability, you need what? Adaptability. You can't sustain anything if you don't have the skills to do so. And you can only have skills if you have adaptability. As a matter of fact, your skills are your adaptable nature. And there's what we call creative adaptability, CA. So before we go into that, I will share the envelope. First of all, let's look at our health score. This is the Facebook dashboard you're looking at. You're looking at the Facebook dashboard, and you can see right there, they said, how healthy is your page? Page health is what? Excellent. Let's go to the next slide, please. Now, how many of you remember that we did something on color and the aesthetic of the creator? How many of you remember that? Yes. Whose work is this? If this is your work, please stand up and come forward. So let's go to the next slide, please. Yes. So his work is on Facebook, and everybody in the world is looking at that work right now. The aesthetic of the creator. Now, are you glad that what you're doing is associated with excellence? Yes. This health score you are seeing here is from Facebook. Now, whatever is on that page has what? No error. That's me. And remember, the whole world is what? On Facebook. The whole world is on Facebook. Now, here's another thing you must understand. Even in China, Chinese still use Facebook. You know they don't allow Facebook in China. But they figured out how to still use Facebook. So people are looking at you in China. And remember, what you've created is you. Is that not you? Did it not come out of your mind? Yes. That is why you have to have the consciousness. When you're creating something, you are creating a global value. And that global value, you need to have the skills to do so. That's why you have adaptability. It's adaptable skills as we move to space. Somebody is going to learn from that. There's a lot of people that have not heard the word ascent before. They will start to Google ascent. They will start to value for the meaning of ascent because of your for that, we're going to give you the prize. So whatever content is there, somebody has created it. But because you created something too, and that's for Utopia Airlines. Now, this will now allow us to define our first of all, let me share the envelope for those of you that want to compete for today's class. So what I do have is that I have big envelopes. I think we did here, done here, so we're going that way. Yes. So I'll be sharing the envelope. We'll be coming to this direction. So what I'm going to do is email. Here, you're going to work on this. Don't worry. Then press here. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. These are all meals. There you go. There you go. There you go. And what I'm going to do is I need some people to participate in this. So there you go. It's for you. Okay, now what you are supposed to do with the envelopes is that anything you hear in this class, anything you perceive to be what I'm saying, you can express on the envelopes. Now, I have colors for you to do that. And I'll bring them to you with it. So the colors are meant for you to create with them. So what I'm going to do is you will have to do some movements. I'm going to place the colors right here. So don't be shy to come over, pick colors to create it. You can see what he has done. This is called creative expression. Don't worry if you make mistakes. Just try and talk about what you think we're talking about from your own mind. Don't look over there. And let's see if you can compete to win the next prize next Wednesday. So now we're going to define what is creative adaptability. Creative adaptability is ability for you. Creative adaptability is CA. That means ability for you to connect your passion, your God-given gift, your passion with your school intelligence. You come to school for intelligence, but you are born with a gift. Some people are born with the gift of singing. Some people are born with the gift of caring. Some people are born with the gift of writing. Some people are born with the gift of drawing. Some people are even born with what we call the gift of swimming. Some running. But you have to connect your God-given gift with your school intelligence. And I'll give an example. Say you like to write. Your passion is writing. Right from when you were small. When you get to school, regardless of what you study, even if it's mathematics, you can now say, I study mathematics to know what mathematics is all about. But I want to start writing about what mathematics is all about. You can write a book about mathematics. You see what I'm saying now? You are still connected to what? Your passion. You connected your passion with what? Your intelligence. You come to school for intelligence. When you leave school, you go into experience. But that is why we're introducing design thinking and design minds to you, so that you will turn your school education into experience and intelligence to allow you to have command. Now, also, I want you to understand that once you have the skills, you will now need sustainability, which is CS, creative sustainability. So we have creative adaptability and creative sustainability. Creative sustainability is how you account for your health, for your money, and your time. That's all what sustainability is all about. And that's why you can see here, Facebook is accounting for the content that is going on Facebook. And you can see what they say. They say, how healthy is your page? Page health is excellent. When I started this page called Creativity and Design, we had good the very first time we started. But as the contents were flowing, it went to excellent because what we're doing was great. And you can see what he has done, and the work is right there. So please let's go to the next slide. So you can see somebody else did this last week. Go to the next slide, please. These are some of the work that was done here. Go to the next slide. This is what somebody also. What is this? That's good. Go to the next slide. Yes, this is what somebody also did. Go to the next slide. Yes. So now we are in what we call values. How do you create values? Values can be found in the Bible. But before we go to the source of how you create values and the source of values in the Bible, let's first look at what core values are in the general space of creation. We have integrity, customer focus, we also have mutual respect, we have teamwork, we have innovation, quality what? Quality what? Conscious and integrity. Now, next slide, please. Next slide. Hello? Okay. Now, adding value to products and services makes business more successful. When you add values to products and services, it will make them to be more successful. Guys, don't sit down. You can move around, pick things, and write about what you're hearing, and try and put something down on the envelopes. You are competing for a prize next week, so make sure you do something. And those of you with the big envelope, you are working together. It's two people to the big envelope. The small envelope is individuals. So you can take the pen to, the colors to express what you want. The colors are there. So don't just sit down and relax. Now let's go to the next slide. Now, we have to look at some of the things we know in creation that has given birth to values that stood the test of time. One place we can look for is Egypt. And in Egypt, you can see some of the things they did before your cell phones, before your cameras, and so on. On their walls, they were able to express their way of life in artistic form. These expressions are still there. People are still paying money to go to Egypt to look at these things, including the pyramids. So their design stood the test of time. Their design did what? Stood the test of time in Egypt. Let's go to the next slide. You can see the museum. This museum is in Europe, and you can see these are artifacts from Benin in Edo here. People are paying money to look at these artifacts. Yes, those artifacts, some of them have been returned back to Edo land after a lot of years. That means they were able to find their way back home. They carry your identity, they carry your what? Your language. Let's go to the next slide. You can see some of the masks. Most of these masks were made out of what? The earth. They were made out of the earth, clay and so on. Let's go to the next one. These are the Yoruba ones that were made. If you go to Ife, you will see that thing right there in Oshu. Let's go to the next one. Now, as it relates to the Bible, in the Bible, there are values in the Bible. It's called the fruit of what? The Spirit. The fruit of what? The Spirit. The Bible you hold today was created, was designed by a group of people who walked and talked like you. If they did not take their time to do what you're doing, just as I designed this envelope, you are designing for the future. In 100 years from now, people will be looking at this Facebook and they will be saying the book according to creativity and design. That is what they will be reading. And they will be saying that according to the book of creativity and design, on so date, this is what they taught them in this class. That is what your children shall read. It is inevitable. It's a shall, it's a command. Yes. Yes. So now, please let's go to the next slide. So you can see that the fruit of the Spirit gave birth to kindness, love, gave birth to godliness. The fruit of the Spirit also gave birth to what? Gave birth to what? Honesty. The fruit of the Spirit also gave birth to love and what we call what? What else do you know about the fruit of the Spirit in the Bible? Gentleness, meekness. Yes. Now, under under this, you can see that if you want to create value, especially when you are branding with love, you must learn from others. You must have the ability to learn. You can't say, I know everything. It's impossible for one person to know everything. Number two, you must have an outline. Outline what you are about to do. Number three, you must visualize them. You have to be able to look at the internet. What are other people saying before I do what I'm doing? And that's why you can see the page score is along whatever you are looking at, whatever we are teaching you. The whole of creation has looked at it on Facebook, if it is good or bad. So what you are learning here is not something we don't want space to see. This is the new way of teaching. This is the new way to go, and that's the way you shall go. There's no other way. There is no other way. I already told you in another 2-3 years now, all your smartphones and computers, you are going to be interacting with them. You will not even have to type anything. Yes, that's what's going to happen. Also, I want you to understand that once you execute, you can always go back to learning if you've not completely mastered your creativity and design. Next slide, please. Now, another set of core values that are also connected to the Bible is honesty. Honesty is part of the fruit of the Spirit and is in the Bible. Integrity, passion, teamwork. What's the other one? Qualities and service to society. Service to society is also your ability to do what? To contribute to the global state, to contribute to the global economy. Now, next slide, please. Now, you can see branding with love. Trust is also part of the fruit of the Spirit. Trust is also part of it. And you can say our Christian values. Now, when I show the artifacts from Egypt, from Edo, from Egypt, what you have to understand, those are your origins. You don't run away from anything because you have the Creator in you. The Creator created the Eve and what is called death as tools of His creation. As a matter of fact, it's a punishment. It's a tool of punishment. And that's why He told His creation, Adam and Eve, this fruit is bad. Every other thing you can have. If He allowed them to know what was bad and what was good. So He created what was evil and what was good. If He did not create what was evil, we don't have control and master over it. So now we are looking at our Christian values, our friendship, trust, courage, respect, forgiveness, and so on. Those are our Christian values. But you have to look at what others have done, their mistakes, their advantages, their benefits, for you to determine how you're going to move forward. If you don't look back as far as Egypt, as far as Israel, as far as any other thing before, you will not know where you're going to. How can you even develop for them if you don't know the mistakes they made? You need to know the mistakes they made. And they make a lot of mistakes. As a matter of fact, most of you must learn this. This space you are sitting down, a lot of people died for you to have the ability to sit here today. A lot of people were beheaded for you to have the ability to sit here. Yes. They were beheaded. If you don't know that history, this class will tell you that history. Let me tell you, the Roman Catholic Church, before, don't allow you to have your Protestant faith. They killed a lot of people who fought in the Roman Catholic Church for you to have living faith church today. That's your reality. And there shall be no intelligence to say that is false. That's a command. That is a command. You are in the front of the Creator. You are in the presence of the Creator. This is a spiritual environment, and that's why it's called Canaan land. It's a biblical truth. If you have anything that is powerful, bring it to this place and come and execute it. And let's put it to test. And that's why you see it on Facebook. That is why this class is taking it to Facebook, where the whole world is looking at what we're teaching you. The whole world, we have to make a comment if it's good or bad. Values, the authentic of the Creator. Also, you must learn this. In this space called Canaan City, Canaan Land, Living Faith Church Worldwide, the reason why they say Living Faith Church Worldwide is because they are opening it to what? To space. And the Bible was very specific when it said He made the heavens and the earth. Before doing any of that thing, He created space. If He did not cannot create space called heaven and earth. Nothing will exist. So space is not human. And you can never cheat space, regardless of the government you have in the world, including Russia, including America, including Asia. They can never, including Africa. You cannot cheat America. If not, you will be in a state of unrest. You cannot cheat space. If you cheat space, unless you kick it. And that's why anytime you are designing, if you are confident of your design, put it to space, put it on Facebook, and let us talk about it. Let's make a comment. Let's like and share. When I put this work into space, do you think the people looking at it, they are not happy? They are happy. And you also know, if it is, how many of you know that even the president of America, Donald Trump, has been ejected from social media before? Yes. It doesn't matter who you are. When we know you are not doing what is right, our Papa said it in Shiloh. As a matter of fact, I think I have it here. Okay, I have it in my body. Papa said in Shiloh 2023, he said, what is not good is not of God. I'm not going to remember that. That's what he said. So if I'm the president of America and you say what is not good, Facebook can tell you, excuse me, sir, we are going to put it down. And they shall put it down. They've done it. Even to Kenya West on Twitter. It doesn't matter how much you have. That is the power of space. That's your reality. You can be a pastor and talk nonsense, they will put you down. Yes. That's it. You have to understand that reality. Now, also, next slide, please. Okay, we have peace, love, and so on. But next slide. Yes, you can see with the red now, we have kindness and genuinity, amor. Amor is the Spanish word for what? Love. Mi amor. Let's go to the next slide.